All right, I think we are live, guys. Hello and welcome to the Across the Spectrum YouTube page. And I will start with myself if you guys are new to this page. My name is Rachel Lack. I am the director of Across the Spectrum, and my son Henry is 13, going to be 14 on Tuesday. I really can't believe that. He is non-speaking and autistic, and he was diagnosed 11 years ago. And I decided to start filming him. I am a documentary filmmaker, so I started filming him and myself before. And then 6 months later, I decided to find other families to film. And so today we are joined by two of the moms in Arizona that have been with us for 10 years. I cannot believe it's been 10 years.
Me neither.
No.
It's crazy. But welcome, ladies. So why don't you guys introduce yourself as well? Let's start with Sujean because you're next to me, and then we'll do Kerrie.
I'm next. Okay. I have two boys, both on the spectrum. One is going to be 16. The other is going to be 14. My going to be 16-year-old attends gen ed school, public education. He goes to the high school. My 13-year-old is schooled at home for safety purposes, and that's where he flourishes best. That's us.
Great. And we started filming you a little bit later.
Just like 6 months in, I think.
Yeah. And we started filming because I was going to do a kindergarten episode, and we found Sujean with Caleb going into kindergarten, and we have loved them, and they are now part of the main group. So Kerrie, why don't you introduce yourself?
I am Mallory Thompson. Everybody knows me as Conor's mom. And we actually went to an event last night, and everybody's like, "Oh, hi, Conor's mom." So it's been like that since the day he was born. And I'm okay with that. Conor will be 16 on December 19th. So, yeah. He goes to Arizona Autism Charter School. So he goes to a charter school specifically for kids with autism. And he's been thriving there. He does a lot of adaptive sports through the city of Surprise. He's been doing buddy baseball since he was 4. He does bowling. He does soccer. He does basketball. So he's very involved. Loves to cook. Loves to do puzzles. Loves his YouTube.
Awesome. I cannot believe that our kids are teenagers. Like, it's been a wild ride, and we all have teenagers now. Savannah, well, actually now we have Johnny, Savannah's brother, who is 10, but like the main kids, Savannah's the youngest, and she's going to be 13 in December. So it's been a crazy time.
Savannah's the youngest?
Yeah. She was the youngest, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But all the kids were all within, because we started, most of the kids had just been diagnosed when we started. So Savannah was 2 when she got diagnosed, and so she was just right. 6 months in. So it's been I can't believe all the footage that I've gone through lately to see how far these kids have gone. Sujean, why don't you talk about, so you guys had a bit of a hard time with school. Why don't you talk about that with Caleb? You guys were in public school and now you're not. Why did you decide to homeschool? Oh.
I used my stapler. I didn't want him to talk. Sorry.
No problem.
Caleb went to preschool for 2 years, and preschool 1 year, they were going to put him in kinder. They put him in kinder, and then they held him back. His second year of kinder, he went into a new class with a new teacher, and the teachers that had him prior, just one thing, my blurb, know what's happening in your classrooms. Know what they do with your kids while they're there all day. Caleb, for preschool and kindergarten, the first 2 years, a lot of the time they had him sitting in a Riften chair with other immobile kids, and he was mobile, or left in his adaptive wheelchair stroller. They wouldn't give him his AAC device. He's so far behind because he didn't get that for those years, and then he wouldn't even touch it because it was a no-no item in school, which should never be a no-no item in school. His second year of kindergarten, that teacher was a high school sped teacher, brand new to kindergarten, and did not have a clue. And so he had come home. He had been left in his chair. He was never changed. And I tried to give, she was new, her parents were new, tried to give everybody the benefit of the doubt for as long as I could. But I got tired of the parents complaining about the teacher not doing her job, the parents not doing their job. And it finally boiled to a head when Caleb rode his bus home from school one day. And he did have his AAC device, which I was very happy about. The only problem is nobody was watching him, and he bit the corner off and had it in his mouth from school all the way on the bus to home, and almost choked. He was gagging as they were pulling him off the bus. I jumped up on the lift, cleared his mouth, got him off the bus, and said, "Don't bother coming back to my house."
Wow.
And I withdrew him the next day. Because there's that,
would have
been a death sentence, and they wouldn't have known what even to look for because he was just gagging. He had nothing, so they probably thought it was because he aspirates, that it was just that on his saliva that he was, trying to clear it. But we couldn't take that chance any longer. It was just too much. And at home, he's got all of his therapies. We're now back in ABA because we have some toileting things. But he's much happier at home. He's doing a lot more living skill things at home now. He's a terrible teenager. Not terrible teenager, but he's
a teenager.
He is a teenager. And even though he is non-speaking,
we know
he has the same stuff. I'm like, really? It's like, Caleb, can you go put your cup in the sink? He'll turn around and then run. I'm like, are you kidding me? Or just snub me and walk off and go in the room and shut the door. And I'm like, no. Or staying up all night. That's our thing now, too. None of my kids sleep. So, yeah.
I understand the teenager and non-speaking because Henry can give you the attitude without even saying a word. He gives you that look, his eyes, just by his eyes, he's like that. And and then a lot of times you tell him not to do it and he'll just look at you and do it right again. Like, don't tell me not to do this. Like his thing is to lick his hands. He licks his hands, especially when he's at horse therapy. And I'm like, do not lick your hands. Like after touching the horse. And he just looks at me and he's like, and I was like, let's wash your hand. Like and we actually have a teenager that sleeps in now. I'm like, oh my gosh, he slept until 8. That seems
I would love that.
Early for some, but 8 o'clock is awesome for us.
That's just nice.
And so anything going on with the kids? Let's talk about how was everyone's Halloween?
Okay, I'll
Kerrie,
go first.
do you want to start? Because
it was boring.
Tuesday.
Well, my dad is out of town, so we went over to Grandpa's house to keep an eye on the dog, so the dog wasn't going crazy with kids coming to the door. But we went out about 6 o'clock, a little before 6, and put the table out with big old bucket of candy, and I think we had 12 kids come up. And I was disappointed. He actually fell asleep. Sitting there in his pizza costume, just falling asleep in the chair. So he was getting bitten alive by mosquitoes because they're really bad right now. So at 7 o'clock we went in, and then we, had all the lights on. We waited for kids to come up to the door just so he wasn't getting bit again. And not one single kid after we went inside the house. So we had 12 kids the entire time. But he participated in several trunk or treats. We did the one for the Autism Society, and we just did a fall festival last night. And I think a lot of the trunk or treats are taking over the neighborhood, trick or treating. You can get, hit all the different vendors. It's, it's stuff for parents to do as well. It's all in one spot. And you can hit multiple ones up throughout the city, if you hit it right. And you get a ton of candy, and the kids get to wear their costumes multiple times and not just one night, which I like. When you're spending $60 for a costume, let's get it worn more than once, Or if you're like Conor, who got to wear it multiple times, and then he wore it to school, and he comes out of school with no costume. And I was like, what happened to your costume? And he goes, broken. And I go, what do you mean it's broken? Oh. He pulled it out of his bag, and it was shredded. And I think because he's got this thing for strings, and if he sees a string, he'll pull it, and he'll pull it until it unravels. And I think he saw a string on his costume, and it just completely unraveled. So he's come home from school multiple times with one sock or no socks. So, we
don't put Henry in his costume at school. We always have something else, because I'm so worried that he's gonna spill something on it or do any today, this year, he was Plankton and had a onesie outfit, but I sent him in a Jays shirt and a hat, and he was a Jays fan. I was like, you know what? I don't want him to get his costume.
You didn't get flack for that?
What?
So he didn't get flack for that? I'm just kidding.
No, I think a lot of people were cheering for the Blue Jays. I think a lot of people were cheering for the Blue Jays this year.
I was cheering for the Blue Jays.
It was a tough series, I'm telling you. But they showed that they were the reason that they were the AL champs. They pushed the Dodgers right to the very end.
Yeah, so it was a good series.
It was a good series. I'm proud of them. I wish it had gone differently. The 9th inning was a tough one. The bottom of the 9th was tough for us, but it was a good series. It was a very good series. So, but no, he had fun and stuff. So we actually did go trick-or-treating, and but he did not go to a bunch of houses. He wanted to walk the neighborhood, but he didn't want to go to the houses. So I think this is our last year trick-or-treating. I think he had fun at school doing handing out the candy to the smaller kids. The older kids handed out candy, and he had fun doing that. So I think this was our last year trick-or-treating.
Yeah, I told Conor 2 years ago that, you're getting too old, you're getting too big. We're going to leave this for the little kids. And he, he would go out with my dad, around a couple houses up and down the street or whatever, and then he wouldn't do much. He doesn't eat the candy. I mean, he's fruit snacks and gummy bears. That's the extent of his sweet tooth. So all the other candy that my parents went after, or Mandy went after, or whatever, but he didn't eat a lot of it. So it was kind of more the tradition, for him. But a couple years ago, I told him, I was like, Conor, this is probably gonna be your last year, and then we would go back to the house and he would hand out candy with Grandpa, which he loved to do. He liked to be able to give it to the kids, and he would like to get scared on some of them. And, so he likes to hand out more than anything, I think.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, Sujean, how is it for you?
Well, for us, Caleb does not trick or treat because it's too dangerous for him. Because at any moment he can jet, and we're either sitting in the middle of the road on the asphalt, or he's trying to get in people's cars. So that's only so much fun the first or second time. After that, it's not so much fun anymore. Now, Noah, on the other hand, Noah has, from preschool on, developed a great group of friends. He has his core friends. And he did homeschool for a couple of years during COVID, and I kept him till 6th grade home because it was just too much to transition back. But I knew we wanted him back by junior high so that we could see how he did junior high and high school. And he went back 6th grade, and he's just taken off. As far as costumes, let me tell you, I am not going to build the porta potty costume again. that was something. But he goes out with a group of 5 or 6 of his friends, and they stay in our neighborhood, and he does great. And then one of the parents, they actually came in early. Our neighborhood where we are, it was announced on the news. We have a neighborhood just north of us that does Christmas, like Christmas on Comstock, and it's the same thing over in our area. They also do one for Halloween.
Oh, wow.
Now, mind you, I have my granddaughter here too, and she has some special needs things that we work with. So I went with her and her girlfriend and her little brother, because I didn't want the 3 of them out alone. I knew the boys in a big group were fine, and they're teenagers and they're in our neighborhood, but I didn't want the girls going because there's been a lot of things happening with people disappearing in our neighborhoods lately. But we went to that neighborhood because I thought, oh great, people will have candy and they'll be trick-or-treating, which they were. But let me tell you, to get in and out of that neighborhood, thank goodness I took my Jeep, takes 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
And not even to go through the 2 streets that have all the you know, fun Halloween stuff. This is just to get into that area.
Because there's so many people going in. Yeah.
And they're coming. Okay, this is going to sound a little inappropriate, but my granddaughter said it, and she's Hispanic. But it was so funny, because at her Nana's house, they live in a predominantly Hispanic neighborhood, and there's cars all lining the streets. You can't get through. And out of her mouth, out of nowhere, we're going to go trick or treat, and she's going to be 18. She goes, Nana, are we in the Hispanic neighborhood? There's a bunch of cars on the street. Only Mexicans do that. I just told her they're all coming to check out the neighborhood. I don't know. But it was a lot of fun. Noah has grown a lot from being scared to death to trick or treat. I can't say trick or treat. I can't walk up to houses. When we first moved here 10 years ago, to the last 3 years, he's gone by himself with his friends.
That's awesome.
That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. He is, I think, because like Conor, he does a lot of, well, not a lot. His main thing is soccer. So now he's playing soccer for the school and for club because he wants to get better. And it's helping him socially.
Yeah.
With his social interactions, because the coach is aware and he sees it. And he prompts Noah, even out on the field, because Noah, the minute he misses a goal, Noah's like, and you don't want to do that on the field. Number one, the ball's going to come right back at you, and you've got your head down. And he's like, Noah, blow it up. So it's helped Noah work through some of these anxieties and is being upset, not being able to cope with, defeat or mistakes. And so I think it's been a good thing for him to be so involved with soccer and stuff, and teachers as well that help.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Yeah, being a former coach, I am all for any kind of sports. I mean, it teaches you so much more than, throwing the ball, hitting the ball, catching the ball and kicking the ball. There's so many lessons to be learned in sports. Highly encouraged.
Yeah, it is an amazing thing. I'm so glad I don't care if it's once. I tried to get him to do track. No, you want to play track? Coach says track's good for soccer. Nope. Okay, so now we just do soccer all year round. I'm good with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kerrie, you had a story. So Conor did something last night. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So the Autism Society every year puts on their Halloween bash, and up to this past year, or actually this year was the first year that they had it where it was 16 and up. Previously, it was just adults for 18 and up. So Conor was able to go this time. So I signed him up for it, and I wasn't able to go because I had another fall festival. So his therapist, Mandy, took him, and his buddy Max went, and Max dressed up as SpongeBob, and Conor was going to be Super Mario until he shredded it. So he went with his backup costume, which was a slice of pizza. So he went, and Mandy said he did great. She sent me pictures throughout the night. He danced. She sent me a video. Rachel, I'll send it to you so you can post it. But he's dancing by himself He's standing next to Max, but he's dancing and he's singing "You've Got a Friend in Me" from Toy Story.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I asked Mandy, I was like, is that song even playing? And she goes, nope. He's dancing to his own tune. There was just music going on. He was out and about dancing and singing to himself. So
Oh my gosh.
she said he was playing games and Jenga and, the big Jenga thing. And he said he had fun. And they were there almost the entire time. I was expecting him to last maybe 45 minutes before he said, okay, bye, let's go. But he didn't. She said he was there almost the entire time. So I was very proud of him.
Oh,
I love that. Yay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how Henry would do in an event like that, but that's a goal to work up on. So
yeah. I knowing he's with Mandy, I know he's safe. I'm 100% safe. Knowing that it was the Autism Society event and everything's enclosed and Seeds, they do a great job hosting it as well. So I knew that it was a safe environment for him. Yeah. Just me not being there, I had a little anxiety,
I bet.
Like, oh, he doesn't need me anymore.
I can't believe he's gonna be 16. Like,
I
what?
know.
And Noah too. I'm just like, I remember when we first met you, Kerrie, you were talking about trying to get into the kindergarten at the school that he's at now. And he had just interviewed and you didn't know if he was had made when we saw you. He hadn't made it yet, or they hadn't told you yet. And now he is in 10th grade and it's crazy. I just, I can't believe how fast time has gone by.
Yeah. He's come a long way. The school's come a long way. The program, I'm very excited that, he got in, first of all. But to see him and the school progress, we had a meeting just before the beginning of the school year. And it was I decided at that time that I was going to keep him in school until he's 22. Because the Arizona Autism Charter School has this amazing vocational program for the high schoolers and then after school where they've got an entrepreneurial program through the Essential Peace Cafe, which Conor can be part of. So, everything that we're building here at the house for him as a job, he can also develop those same skills throughout the rest of his high school and into this entrepreneurial program. So he's taking a culinary class. His very first class of the day, he goes right to the cafeteria and he cooks and he does stuff with ingredients and he's loving it. So very happy with that.
Awesome. Yeah. I know, because that's something we have to think about. Like, you guys are old, kids are older, but like guardianship and like the adult programs and stuff. Like I know Henry's just going to be 14, but it's going to come by really quickly. And he's going to be 18. And it's like, oh my gosh, all of the things that you have to figure out that you don't have to with typical kids.
14 is about the age where you start thinking about guardianship and start kind of planting seeds of, what do I need to do? What do I need to focus on? I mean, you have time, but you want to start thinking about it for sure.
You don't wait till they turn 17 because you have to have the paperwork turned in at 17 and a half. That does not work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're cutting it too close because there's so much involved, so many things to take into consideration. And
what kind of guardianship do you want to have? How much control do you want to have versus what you want to give? All that kind of stuff. There's a lot to think about.
There is a lot to think about. I'll tell this story because it's kind of, we went to Toronto for Henry's break and we stayed at my best friend's house. She has a 2-bedroom apartment and she's separated from her husband. So her kids were with her ex. And so Henry had a room. We had a room and then Melissa stayed on the couch. She wanted to do that. But she was in a play. And so she was like out late with rehearsals and stuff. So Henry, so she spent a lot of time with us because she actually took that week off of work so she could be around us. And she says to me on like the second day, and she's like, I did not know all the stuff you had to do with Henry. She's like, I am tired and it's only been 2 days. I can't imagine what you guys do all the time. Because she's like, yeah, I know. And she's like, because like just getting him out of the car, you have to make sure that he's not running out in the street. You have to do like all the things that you have to do for a 13-year-old that is disabled. You don't have to do. Her children are 15 and 12, and she does not have to worry about that stuff with them.
Yeah.
They can get out of the car fine. They can do that. Like always making sure, like even in her apartment, it's a small 2-bedroom apartment, but Henry was wandering around and she's like, she couldn't leave the door open like she would normally do, or other things. Like she's like, oh my gosh, your life is like, I was like, I know. And we are probably going to have to do this for the rest of our lives. Like this is something we have to prepare for. Like we don't know what the future is going to be like. I don't know. And I would love to have Henry be in a place where he can be in with other people his age but for the time being, as his parents, we have to kind of prepare that he's going to live with us, and prepare for him to be as independent as possible. And we are working on that with social skills, with life skills and stuff. But it was really nice to hear that. Like she's amazing. I love her. She's been my best friend since we were 5. Hi, Conor.
Hi.
Hi, Conor.
Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. How was your Halloween, Conor?
How was your Halloween?
Was good too.
Good. Did you get candy?
Yes.
Yes. Did you give out candy?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Were you done?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Chris says Conor is cool. He is cool. He is cool.
Conor.
We love Conor. He is awesome.
Give it.
And Chris is turning 13 on November 21st.
Happy early birthday, Chris.
There is a lot of birthdays in November we have.
Yep.
Yes. Sorry, Chris. We haven't been seeing your comments. We are here. Thank you for commenting. Hello, everyone. I'm trying to think of is there anything else you guys want to talk about that's happening? What are your plans what do you guys normally do for Thanksgiving and Christmas? Is there anything special you guys do with the kids?
For us, we go through the illuminations at Tempe Diablo Stadium.
We do that too.
Yeah, we take the front of the Jeep off because Caleb then can't throw anything out because it's only the front part, and his iPad won't be in the next car behind us because he threw it out. But we do that every year. I get the tickets early and we drive as slow as we can, and he loves it. As far as we used to do, like we'd have family get-togethers and we'd switch houses every year. But we found as Caleb gets bigger, number one, he's a preteen. He's a teen now. He's so inquisitive and so curious about all new things that going to someone else's house, we don't get to enjoy the holiday. It's not fun because it's not a place that Caleb is used to going. Therefore, it's a safety issue. They don't lock their doors. They may or may not have, one of our houses has a pool with no gate.
Yeah.
Just going to the bathroom can be a safety issue in someone else's home. So we've just decided the last 2 years that we do Thanksgiving at our house, and we do the big, huge family get together at our house, because then Caleb's not excluded. He's not left home with a sitter because it's not safe for him. And we want to enjoy ourselves too. And by doing it at home, all of our doors are locked. All of our gates are locked. They're double locked. Our house talks, and he's comfortable here. He can go from room to room. He can come out and visit. So we do it at our house, and that works.
Family understands that.
They all get it because they don't want him at their house, because if we have a toileting issue, I don't want to clean up their house. They don't want it at their house if he just happens to. Usually when we're out, he's good. It's mostly at home that happens, but they all get it. They don't have to clean the messes at my house. The one
Yeah.
good thing is this year, my sister-in-law said, "Oh, since you're hosting," because I tried to cancel this year. It's a long year this year. I tried to cancel. She goes, "Okay, you don't do any food. We'll all do the food. You just decorate however it is you're going to decorate, and we're just all going to show up."
Well, that's good.
Aw,
And I'm like,
that's
"Okay,
awesome.
I'm good. I'm good with that."
Yeah.
So I do have to cook Thanksgiving, but I don't have to do Christmas.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I will survive. But other than that, we just, just do the typical, we just eat, visit, play games. Caleb comes out, watches. Noah participates and tries to always win. What can we say? I don't know.
Yeah. Kerrie, what about you? What do you guys do for holidays?
Well, normally we go over to my parents' house. It's been different since my mom passed away a couple years ago. So it's been weird. But my dad tries to keep it as, consistent as possible for us, which we like. He's going to be out of town this Thanksgiving. So my sister and I are going to be Thanksgiving orphans this year. We haven't really decided what we're going to do yet. Christmas, we all get together. Usually, again, at my parents' house. A couple of times we've gone to my sister's house. My house is just way too chaotic. There's a heat press over there. There's boxes over there. So my business has taken over my house. So
yes.
It's an extra hot cooking surface, warming plate.
Yeah, there you go. That'll work too.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. If anybody's listening, didn't say that.
Yeah. But yeah, I know we get together, but everybody knows Conor and they know his quirks and his qualms. So they're all respectful of him. He now eats pretty much everything. And if he doesn't like it, he'll spit it out. But at least we know, try it if it's different. Usually it's Auntie's vegetables or green beans, casserole, something or other. He at least tries it when, several years ago, he would not have even gone there.
Oh, that's
so
good.
He's made a lot of progress in that too. So.
Good. I'll just say hello to your editing girl, Star. She's hello. For us we do we switch off Christmas and Thanksgiving. So this year is Thanksgiving with my parents, and hello. Did it go off a little bit? Sorry, guys.
Thanksgiving with your parents, and that's where we
okay. Thanksgiving with my parents and Christmas with Steve's parents. So and then I don't know why my internet has been bad. It was not that great during my interview on Monday. So sorry if I've been in and out. I don't know what's going on with that. And so, yes, both sets of grandparents know Henry, and we go to their houses, and they're really great with him. And so, Henry loves my parents' place in Sedona. It's kind of his second and third, because my parents' place in Canada he loves too. So he's very lucky to have all these places he can go. But they're really great with Henry. So we're lucky with that, with our family and stuff that understands, and because he's our only child, and a lot of times it'll just be us going there. Everything's catered to Henry.
Yeah.
So it's good. But Henry just recently started getting into Christmas, but he loves it. And we always go, Kerrie, we got to do that again this year. Polar Express. We've been doing with Conor and Henry for the last, I would say, 3 or 4 years, have we not?
I've been watching for it to see when it comes out. I haven't seen any new listings yet. So
okay.
Oh, fun.
And Henry, I think Henry still fits in his shirt that
Conor does too, but barely. He now wears it to bed. It's now one of his pajama sets.
Henry's getting big though, so it may not fit him much longer. But I think it still fits him. So it's good because Henry's over 5 feet now, you guys.
Oh my gosh.
He's going through a growth spurt right now. He hit puberty, and it was like, I think he grew like 6 inches in a year at least. It was fast. He's still little for a 13, 14-year-old, but he's growing. I think he's close to his grandmas. He's very close to them now. He's going to overtake them.
Oh, I've been overtaken.
I know. You've got tall boys.
I know. Caleb's 5'4", his last visit. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I got nothing now. And we had everybody over a couple weeks ago because our daughter and her family came down, and one of our traditions every Thanksgiving or around then, whenever family comes with kids, we have a wall in our hallway that just has all the grandkids' heights as they've grown.
Yeah.
And it's a big thing that they all come in and want to know how much they've grown. And I have a granddaughter that's on the spectrum who's going to be 18 on the 3rd of December. And because she is so aware of her height and lack of height, I had her grow a half an inch. I'm like, because everybody had grown, and then it was her turn, and I'm like, she got this really sad look, and she's very antisocial and likes to be alone, but she did come over to do this. Oh boy, I gave her a half an inch. That girl deserves half an inch.
I think she
next
does.
year you got to give her another half an inch, and she's going to be like looking at that line.
Quit growing, but she's trying to be taller than me. And everybody, that's a big goal to try and accomplish, and usually not hard. But for her, she may just grow just because her hair grew or something. I don't know.
All right, you guys. I think this was a great introduction, and so. I just wanted to let everyone know that we are going to start doing, tomorrow we are doing a live with Gina and Stephanie, the 2 other Arizona moms. And then I'm hopefully going to do one with the Massachusetts moms coming up soon. And then we'll start probably in December, we'll start doing topics twice a month. And so if anyone is watching and you guys have topics you want us to talk about, maybe we'll start with everyone's diagnosis, and we'll start doing we'll just do different topics I would love to have a girls one. So I have some friends that I could have on for girls. We obviously have some girls with Stephanie and with Livia, who's also a girl that I've been filming. So we'll do like different topics. So if you guys have any ideas, let us know. And if you guys are watching after the live, put comment in and let us know, and we'll come back and answer any questions. So thank you guys all for being here, and we will be live tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, bye.